Sino, Lanji number 9, among February 22.
Greetings, fellow Ambazonians. The audio na the hearam na from Milton Taka again. He sent an audio for the people them for inside Buchi regarding the death, the killing, assassination of the fount of Buchi, where be carried out by the soldier them under General Okoro in the order of Milton Taka, and he brought away them put it for chief. So Milton Taka he then put out that audio as well as a video we send them for the people them for Buchi. This one a part of the video where I go play. I'm gonna go hear the audio.
Sino, Lanji number 9, among February 22. Nilintama atang to Milton Taka.
So this audio that Rambi sent to me from the village of Pinyin, and I owe it to the fount of Buchi, where the Ram Butcharam, for speak on his behalf, as he be trust me with his life, he trust me with his words and his testimony before they one kill he. The more Milton Taka he go to come up for spill out lies them after he done convince General Okoro for make a fake audio for lie saying that me Capo Daniel I pay people that made and kill the chief of Buchi. Why we me I no get no business for inside Pinyin for begin the pay me that the key the fund for Buchi. I get zero motive. That lie in over whole ground. Milton Taka it still continue for make false accusation about me, false accusation even about Dr. Cho Ayaba for cover up the crimes away he and the family they don't commit them for inside Pinyin because they fight for take chieftaincy position. So ladies and gentlemen, I go substantiate again, make all people them for Pinyin they hear me very well. The allegations against the TAKA'S are not made by me, Capo Daniel, are not made by the ADF, they are made by the chief who is dead, the fount of Buchi. Naisesep, he make the accusation and it be substantiated by the Milton Taka, the activity with their LGA, for the so-called LGA where they make them when they control that forces them. Now we can take over the control for General Okoro from Wahan. So fellow Ambazonians, it will be close to 2 years or 2 years ago where General Okoro he contact me, he informed me, say they get a plan for arrest the fount of Buchi, say he work with the Cameroon military for create some vigilante group for day, and when they catch he, they go send him for execution because say he be done leads to the death of forces. I will agree for that program because I be believe say if the fund truly it don't cause the death of fighters, then he too in it for pay the ultimate price. But time way they be arrest the fund, the honey for General Efang. General Efang if we decide say make we put the fund on trial before they fit take any decision, since na a traditional ruler, they not fit execute somebody like that without looking into the facts and the proof say don't commit that type of crime where they be the accusee. The fund will be found not guilty. The fund will be kept for over 4 months because say they be denied for can provide the evidence. They be talk say me then go even catch one of the people then way they work for the vigilante group. If it turn out to that vigilante group story, it be just been a lie, a complete made up story where we come up from South Africa. After we release that fund, the relationship will be sour between us and General Okoro and the guy them for South Africa, the TAKA'S family and the IG, their LGA, where they work also from South Africa, also family relationship with the TAKA'S, then decide to take Okoro full sponsorship and if we make a relationship with us, it be then be difficult. Due to the good way we treat the chief and we release he, the chief continue to maintain a good relationship with us and he become part of our network for security and intelligence for inside Bamenda and for inside the chief them in and also with their Tanganji Paul because it be get access for them. So the problem again, the conflict still come again when the Milton Taka them they be the plan for hold some occasion for inside the Pinyin for sponsor some health center where they call them na Mawa Health Center. It there for Nkong Mission below Nouvelle Club for Pinyin Day. For that occasion, the meeting they present a brother like the king of Mawa village, Pinyin clan. And that one, if the anger, they funds them for day, especially the chief of Bochi, where they don't kill him. So now it be the main stumbling block because he be opposed. Same that occasion, it not take place if the Taka family they the one present their brother lesson at the king of Mawa, because no be the right form of Mawa. The meets in Taka, he brother Dr. Taka Moses and Dr. Chang Tata Taka, they all they be involved for that program. The fund for Buchi, he be oppose them vehemently, and if he talk say me the meeting you no go ahead. Those are the type of things where be the anger the meet in Taka them, where they want take away that chiefy life. This one you know be get nothing to do with Amba. As a matter of fact, you get both CPDM, Black Legs, SDF people the way they for the foreign palace them, where they be the oppose the TAKA'S them. At that time, one of the youth presidents them, where be stand the oppose that occasion may not take place. In name na Wala Emmanuel. We know say na Wala Emmanuel, it be also na Nebula, but now one of the people who be support the chief for Buchi. At that time, message be come up from South Africa, say either it be na Black Leg, say me the forces then kill the forces they be get those information. They be send them for me as well as some of the it be circulate roundly for inside the Buchi Pinyin people them. Say that phone it be labeled as Black Leg by the LGA. Most often when they talk say LGA, now the direct Milton Taka they control them for South Africa day. So the phone, I will get discussion with the phone. I go play part of the audio about this particular case. Make una know say nothing way the meeting they be done. They try for do them for a long time. No be now.
I'm with Red Cross for a year, so I'm a president for development association from my village. It just you don't want to see they don't make this thing send for media against. They don't make this thing send for media from South Africa because.
So if you not hear the voice, now the phone of Buchi that way they don't kill. Now they describe the picture for this Wala Emmanuel way they be sent from South Africa, the LGA, the IG, will be controlled by the TAKA'S for them mainly. They be saying say me then kill the man, saying a Black Leg for inside Pinyin day. But the main thing it will be now because the man it be stand against the display for the TAKA'S brother, say be chief, it will be now the main problem that
this person and call it Taka. This person won't be a chief from a village, so he oppose and the whole village oppose, the entire village oppose because this guy the president of the development association. So what all you see I'm saying that this guy for South Africa don't make this picture, do all these things, so send them for media.
So when I hear the accusation, not be from Capo Daniel, but from the chief himself, where they don't kill him.
And say CPDM. We hear this guy joins CPDM. And first of all, people then join that CPDM, they stay sent for village. Then why? Why it won't be special? Because first, it not be CPDM.
So when I hear, I need to clarify again, make una hear without a doubt, make una know say we need to come out for do any sabotage, we just put out the truth and the facts the way we will receive them. So this chief, he done the fear for go back for a village for more than 1 year. The whole time I the struggle for help for explain things them for the person where we talk for South Africa directly to me. It be been the so-called spokesperson for LGA. His name be been Mr. Christopher Nzipiwi. Now he be the spokesperson for a larger extent the spokesperson for Mates in Taka them because they run the show for day. So if you call me, I be call you, explain them for you. Say that chief this so na chief we already the help we for find intelligence and need to do plenty things for we not be Black Leg. If you tell me say the chief we go attend some meeting with CPD and people over there, explain them for you say no. Even that meeting it go if you record to it they talk for they send them for me. And that chief, one of the reason why we go for that place now because a woman I'm moyo for those people them. So the Mr. Christopher, he talks say no na lie. That chief na Black Leg is supposed to die. He not only talking for me repeatedly previously, he be dancing audio them for the same things. And this one, you know, be na only thing will be end for me. I be done discuss with even with the elder them from Pinyin where they live for Douala. Ma play part of the audio where Mr. Christopher for South Africa, he be saying them for me.
Na Black Leg. That two people them are serious black leg. So no matter which way they tell you, oh, na say just one cover yourself. That form of homophobia first be wanted by we guys. So if any man they associate with they pretend again, no need. If you not be black leg, no feel we invite you for meeting, then attend.
So now the Christopher that did talk at that time I be explaining for ye. Say that chief in be there for dinner, why I be just go for day, but actually he tap things the way they talk for day, the send for we. So to be fair, I go play part of my audio where I be discuss with Mr. Christopher for explaining the situation and the condition why that chief Obuchi be go attend that meeting. He just come for dinner just to pretend to for just you know for day. He no be keen disrespect, he no be say participate for anything or he support anything. And if he use advantage for person like that, means they give you intelligent action. So now the conversation that will be get these people they be one for Kili because they accuse say the chief of Buchi Ibidango create some group where they call and say Isakaba. It be been a completely lie because if they not be the lie for the chief in name, then now they don't kill the chief, therefore proudly talk say the chief na black leg. The fact say they need to talk against him na black leg after he done die, na for sure na say it be just been a make-up story them for Kili for their own personal use, for their own political agenda for inside Pinyin Day. Make a play the chief audio them, make una hear yourself me to talk about this struggle and the false accusation the way they make them against ye.
I don't hear. But I be very, very confused because as I tell you, say, I don't they also for long. And then they do nothing for help my own family, even for help myself. So when they say talk about Asakaba or Asakaba now, which I don't know, because nothing of them in my village, the other one. None of them did the village. Why they no find the boy them? Or if they call some group Asakaba, why they no find the boy them? Catch them. Now in the village. And for true, nothing not existed that one. All this in a hatred. And if we use the revolution now for hatred, for take and settle score, then I'm not sure say now the things will be hard for. No. But for me, I know more than ADF as I be no. Taiwan be there under detention. Supreme Commander, big number. If we talk for Okoro, so may Okoro go for village. When I be still there for Okoro, so may Okoro go for my village. Find that boy where they call and say Asakaba, catch and bring him. Since that time, Okoro no ma bring one. Then how then they only call some group where you know they exist and they always stick on.
So when I hear from the chief he own mob, no be any other person, it be the accused, the TAKA'S them. Now themselves be the make up all that story them for set up this chief. It became reach for level where they even use the forces them for Okoro for begin take traditional power them away from the fund. They still threaten the own chief people them. Because previously, Tawena they made in Taka Ipabi be alive. He be the fight the chieftaincy. He done bribe all man for palace or kingmaker them. Since they gave money, La Republic they give them money how they give for all tongue two people them. They done corrupt the whole palace. Take chieftaincy for Insa Mawa, for Wala, the real chief who is supposed to do it, he done paralyzed. The case be done go for court. The court judgment, he be make clear statement for the judgment. I get all the documents every year. It clearly talks say the Taka them, that people they didn't come out for Babaju. No be people for Southern Cameroon. Now stranger the way they come for our land and give them land me and stay for the. How come the fifty can't fight for chieftaincy? And this one a clear motive. So me the meeting Taka they know. There are other Takas who have contacted me on this case. The Takas them so one they be settled for inside Meta Quarter for Bamenda. So one they don't join different villages. So one they don't join Baba how they call them? Balikumbat. Some of them don't contact me, but none of those Takas are fighting for chieftaincy. How can young people like this in South Africa be doing this type of things? Fighting for chieftaincy, continuing the fight of your father. They married because your family married from that village. It no means you not come off for the. This one no be cost for any man way in a foreign way he done adopt AMBAZONIA like in nationality. You get plenty in the way na patriot them where they try to save their country honorably. So this is not an indictment for all Tongtu people them or all Francophone they live for our territory. But make our people them be aware. Say one they mute in Taka, where they fight for power for chieftaincy, even when by blood, they are not natural Ambazonians. They are a big problem. And this crime where mute in the Takas that don't commit them, it don't expose the deal way Cameroon government it use them for do. I remember the time I be called Frundi, where I be work with IG for fight me they no hold their assembly for inside Bamenda. Frundi be talk one talk way strike me. He said, "Do meeting Taka knows what you are doing, because if you know a Taka meeting, they go the control which way would do one for moderate and for protect them. Today, now the same Taka family it flood Seseko with money for prison day. No doubt Seseko you know go fit change the whole the IG ideology, because people then do it they fuel it. But make this one be an eye opener for Ambazonia. Now the same way colonialists they use them for all across Africa. When I see for Cote d'Ivoire, they don't take a foreigner can make it puri president for the, because they know say as a foreigner if you make certain concession where a natural born person you know go fit do am. When I remember Jongo Foncha, how they be putting of a churchy hand, church usually take woman for inside Nkwengan for ye. He change even in name. He can be prime minister. People for Southern Cameroon no say na francophone. Say Foncha command for la Republic before he settle for Southern Cameroon. So all foreigners like this, they have double allegiance. They are paper citizens. You cannot have them have certain type of position or making certain decisions for Ambazonia at this stage. Even in America, Donald Trump will win election because he bring up the issue of natural by birth, citizenship by birth, and a very important aspect for life. The white people, they don't always use this same trick for manipulate our people then. So this one error where the Taka they don't make them for go use Amazonian forces them for go kill their enemy, where they fight for take power. Meeting Taka he for South Africa, he call himself na His Excellency, even inside the church. It is His Excellency in what position? Na he be president of Ambazonia. So all this type of francophone their character where they get them, make them stop them. Make them stop them. The more they try for cover up the murder of this chief, the more they go to expose themselves for the Ambazonia people. And my advice for Seseko na say cut foot with SA Ambazonia, the organization where meets in Taka and use and whole UD. Remember say that way a friend, the other one he come on left you then go he go create a scope. The scope is not rushing and fighting for the IG like the South Africa SA of Mutes in Taka. They are slow waters under the radar, holding you on your bad place with money every month, sending you money in the prison there for this influence that they have on you. Think about the advice Mutes in Taka is giving you, Seseko. He wants you to maintain the posture of a government. They are using you. They are using you. Their intention is not for Ambazonia to separate. Mutes in Taka is not for Ambazonia to separate. That's why he's taking the posture he's taking. He can be a back channel for La Republique. You should be very careful with people like this. You should be very, very careful with Francophones, paper citizens who have double allegiance. They are naturally attached to where they come from. No doubt Foncha right in Fumban conference, we are going to meet our brother because they were his brothers. They were his brothers. Foncha introduced the whole concept of Cameroon in our political system, ignoring EML, Ndele, cheating everybody here and there. At the end of the day, people were running to Mr. Aijo, running over each other to go and get money. He opened the door. The same thing will not happen with the TAKA'S. They will not do this. Meeting Taka, you will not do this to Ambazonia. Not under my watch. The more you try to cover up this your sin, the more you will be exposed. And Ambazonia will know this mole, this loophole in our Nkenu, and will close it. You come and lie. What reason do I have? What motivation do I have, Capo Daniel, to be talking about this thing, if not of Ambazonia? So You will not go away with this crime so long as I live. This phone did not make a mistake to trust me with his word and his testimony. He will continue to speak through me. Every time you try to lie, you try one more step, I will bring two more to expose you to the people so that they know who you really are.